non-bike specific product reviews, but this one I'm actually pretty excited about. And here's why. I thought that I was going to be using these for biking, right? That's the reason why I said yes to the the offer to do a product review on them. But I found myself actually using them quite more often than I thought. This is Lucy, and Lucy is our very first dog. And we care deeply for her, right? Like every pet owner does. And we live in an area that has an open field where it's not rare to see a coyote every now and then. And so we're always somewhat, kind of worried about, not kind of, but we worry. And so when I take her for a walk, which typically happens in the early mornings, I want to be aware of not only my surroundings visually, but also I want to be able to hear what's happening. And then you watch these crazy videos of bigger dogs letting loose from their backyard, or just rushing through the front door when it opens, and then rushing smaller dogs. I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid like that, being that this is our first dog, but yeah, so I want to be aware. And these headphones, the Padmates, actually allow me to do that. I can clearly hear the music, while at the same time, I can clearly hear everything that's happening around me. And so, I found them to be very useful and just really cool. And I enjoy the morning, and while at the same time, kind of have that little peace of mind that, I know what's happening, I can hear what's happening and see what's happening. And should anything happening, I'll be able to react in time, I hope. Here recently also, we took a trip to the beach with the kids, and it's so cool. You can hear the waves crashing. I can carry on a conversation with my kids and still be able to hear that music somewhat in the background. So these are bone conduction open ear headphones. Really cool. The sound travels through your cheekbones and in somehow into your ears, and while you can hear it, others can't. And I think that's really cool. I was on the trail not long ago, I think it was last weekend, and I'm having a full-on conversation with three of my friends that I've not, actually it was like four of them, now that I remember, that I've not seen in a while, and we're having this conversation, and I just got some music playing. I think it was lo-fi, that was just really chill, and it added to the overall experience of just being outdoors, having a conversation. And then we just started pedaling up the hill, and then dropping in, right? That's always been my thing, is when I'm bike riding, I don't want to have any distraction, because this is that type of riding where you point it down, and it's gonna get a little rowdy, and you want to be able to focus and not be distracted by anything. The minute you're distracted, that's the minute you're gonna go down. But what I found that it's cool with these headphones is I'll have them on, the music's playing, but as soon as I drop in, and then that rubber starts hitting that dirt and going over rocks and what have you, the sound kind of like gradually fades out. And now I'm concentrated on the riding that I'm doing, but then I'll get to like a particular section in the trail where it's just like you're just pumping, or just cruising, or just pedaling because it's a straightaway, and then the music fades back in, and it just, I don't know, I really like it. It just adds to the overall experience. And it's just like having background music. You'll often see people with these Bluetooths just kind of hanging from the back of their camelbacks or belt loop or what have you. And it's cool, right? I mean, if the song that they're playing is cool, but not all of us have the same taste in music. Or if it's just too loud and it interrupts the overall vibe, right, of just being out there. I'm not a fan of these. I love my AirPods, and I will, you know, use them at work and use them at home and take calls with them and what have you. But on the trail, again, I'm not a fan of the AirPods, because anything in your ear will basically block out everything outside, and then you won't be able to hear your environment as clearly as you know, not having them on. So I'm not a fan of AirPods while I'm riding either. These are the Padmate S30 that I was just mentioning. You know, the packaging is pretty straightforward. It's just a simple box, and then inside are the actual headphones. Pretty straightforward. There's not a whole lot to it, and they fit really well, and they're comfortable around the ear and around the neck. The material is it's really soft, nice, smooth, comfortable. In terms of functionality, right, there is a power button, just one button. Yeah, that's it, just one button on these headphones, and it's on the right hand side, and you basically tap and hold to connect. Okay, and then you'll tap it once, one click it'll pause, one click it'll unpause, two clicks and you're able to access whether it's Alexa or Siri, and three clicks I think you skip, and four clicks you know, go back to the previous track. The volume, you know, even when I have it all the way up, you do tend to hear a little bit more bass I should say, and you feel them, you know, kind of like vibrating a little bit. So, but not bad overall. It's great sound quality. I think it just took a little bit getting used to that, because it was just different for me. I'd never had these before. And you can also take calls, right? It's got two mics, I think. I've not actually tested that, so I'm not gonna give you my opinion on that. I haven't tested that. Claim to have 8 hours of battery life, and I've actually, yeah, I think I want to say that they actually do go for that long, because I've been using them, and obviously I charged them a couple of times, but yeah, on a ride, I'm out there 3 hours and I have them on the entire ride. At times I wish that I had a volume up and down buttons on here somewhere as well, so that I don't have to get on my phone and actually lower the volume. If you've not tried bone conduction, you know, open ear headphones, I highly recommend it. These are $59 US. I'll link the or I'll put the link to the website in the video description, so you can check them out. Also, they did provide me with a discount code, so it's actually a 20% off discount code or coupon, and that's MIL20, MIL20. Click the link, use that code MIL20. I'll put it in the description and display it here on the screen, and get yourself some of these. Try them out. I really think that you're gonna like them. With that, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was valuable to you. If it was, hit that like button, share it, and if you've not subscribed, subscribe now. Until next time, ride your own ride. God bless.